What's up, guys? Welcome back. Brandon Dude here. In this replay, we are going up against Vanquish Soul K9. It was actually the Milano who was playing that deck. If you know Milano, come on, the YouTuber, you must probably know him. But yeah, it was crazy. The fact that I versed the game against him, that was crazy. But yeah, going up against Vanquish Soul K9, I know this is no longer the branded Dracotail build. I'm over it. I'm not playing Dracotail in this build until it gets much better support, a better fusion. Honestly, that deck needs a quick play spell as well. But yeah, this is my deck list so far for Justice Hunter format. So 60 card build. This is a deck list that could change, reducing the deck count. But you'll see here, I'm playing some funny cards here, but you'll see that everything is pretty standard. The Albaz, three Albions, 2 Quims, 2 Cartesias. We have the 2 Mercurius, the 1 Kit, 3 Alubas, 1 Tragedy. I decided to put back Ad Libitum mainly because I was looking for an extra card and I didn't want to play too many spells. So yeah, there's Ad Libitum. Bestials, 1 Rebellion, 3 Serenius, 1 Mag. There is now the 1 Jerusalem, just an extra Bestial because yeah, we have lights and darks everywhere now. So I decided, okay, let me just try 1 Bestial, Jerusalem for now. 1 Sharon because we are running the grass, and we have the Dark Magician. The reason why I put Dark Magician, I just wanted to try play Dragoon again, just for some fun. So yeah, that's why Dark Magician is there. 3 Folos, yeah, obviously good hand trap to play. Then we have the Brand Fusion, 3 High Spirits, 1 red, 1 in white, lost, 3 openings, regained, we're still putting regained in there. Kobai, this time we are main decking Dark Ruler no more, because yeah, if we can't most decks, they can just play through a lot of interruptions. So if they can do that, let's just focus on board breaking them. So cool, Dark Ruler no more. 3 deployments, 1 Gold Sock, 3 Super Polys, yep, pretty standard. The grass, talents, 3 thrust, and then the traps will be banishment, 2 retributions, and fusion duplication. Extra deck, everything is pretty standard. The only difference is we only play Chaos Tarsos as our back row removal. We are main decking Philia Regis, just mainly for Yummy there. Garura, super poly target. We also play Mud Dragon as a super poly target just because of Yummy. Yeah, Dragoon is there, still 1 Mirror Jade. Lad, we're still keeping Lad in, 2 Grand Gognos. The Quiritus is there, and yeah, everything else is the same. Albions, Renbrim, Titan, and Rebellion. Side deck, this is also something that may change in the future, but Lancia, Malice is still a thing. Molchami Mules for Malice as well as Yummy. Specifically Masquerade, yeah, side deck option. Starving Venom just for Malice as well, because yeah, I mean Yummy's more gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot of Yummy, so this is just there for Malice specifically. Back row removal and monster removal, Harpies, Lightning Storms. Sanctum, Thrust Target, D-Barrier, Thrust Target, and 2 Dragon's Mind. So yeah, this is the deck list that I'm running in this duel, and so far for now. So let's hop on straight into the duel. Alright guys, so here we are in this duel. We are going second here against Vanquish Soul K9. We open Brand White, Dark Ruler normal, opening, banishments, and deployments. Opponent opens the Snow Devil, Mad Love, Izuna, Case for K9, and the K966B Lantern. Such a weird name, but anyways, the Lantern. So yeah, we are going second here. So opponent starts with normal summon of the, let me actually just, so normal summon of Mad Love, Effecture. Mad Love here is going to search for the Field Spell. Field Spell Effecture will search for Raisin. He did normal summon, so now Case of K9, search for Jocko, which will be able to use this effect to summon 2 level 5 bodies. Summons Izuna and Jocko. Izuna here send Lupus. Jocko here will search for Izuna. And then overlay into Ripper. Ripper effect detach. Search for another copy of Jocko, I guess, as follow up there. Yeah. Lantern now. Reborn the Jocko. Now what happened here, my opponent, he's just going to, on summon of these 2 monsters, he's just going to use Lantern effect here to search for, yeah, K9 X-Force release. Luckily did that because, yeah, that was just not going to be good for him. And then Milano overlays into Nash Knight, and then links off into the Rock. Rock effect here is going to add back the Mad Love, so he has a dark attribute in his hand. Nash Knight effect here is basically going to attach the Masquerade and overlay into the CXE's Nash Knight, and then finally overlay into the C104 Umbral Horror Masquerade. Yeah, pretty crazy card. But yeah, I was a bit afraid he was going to try go for the what you call dice smasher, but yeah, he didn't. So cool. Set the Snow Devil, set the K9 Exceed forced release, and pass. So the interruptions here basically is rock, Ripper, monster or graveyard negate, monster effect in hand or graveyard negate. I mean, Nash Knight, yeah, monster effect negate, hand rip, and half our life points. He has the Snow Devil, he has the X Force, which overlays, no, sorry, not overlays, XC summons and pops a card on the field. But yeah, we know all the cards in his hand. We saw him search Raisin, add this back, search for this, and also search for these two, I think. Yeah, so we know he has no hand traps in his hand. But yeah, that's what he has. So we draw for turn. We draw grass, so pretty good draw for us. Main phase, we first go Dark Ruler no more. No response, so all of these monsters are negated, and my opponent takes no further damage this turn. Activate grass. Now with grass, this result, so we remove 26 cards. It was a pretty good mow for us, so yeah. You will see there just in a bit what he mows. So this is what we mow. Dark Ruler, okay, cool. So we go Luber, Talons, 2 Retributions, there's an Albaz, Quemi's there, 2 Albions, Serenia, Lubellion, Dark Magician is in the grave, cool, Kits is in the grave, Brand Fusion's also in the graveyard, but we also have Regained there in the grave. So on race we trigger the Serenia. Serenia here I decide to send opening because we are going up against Vanquish Soul, so you have 2 openings just there in place. Moving on, we activate the fusion deployment. So here I decide to summon the Cartesia, just in case one of these cards were maybe an Imperm or something. I think, did we see him search this? Yeah, we did, so yeah. Just summon Cartesia for that dodge effect, you know, you never know. What if he draws into Veil or something? Summon a Luber, discarding the banishment. Now the thing is, I want to hold on to Branded White, because that way we can go straight into Mirror Jade. I mean, not Mirror Jade, Dragoon, you know, banished from the graveyard. But also remembered my opponent does have this quick play spell, so if he overlays, he can pop a card, and then if we activate a monster effect, he most probably will banish one of the cards in our hand. So I decided, you know what, okay, let's just use the Branded Lost here to force out the quick play spell, which my opponent does. He activates the quick play, we chain the Cartesia. So fusion summon into Grand Gogno, opponent then overlays into the K9X Werewolf and pops the Branded Lost. New chain here, we are going to go Grand Gogno, opponent goes chain link to Werewolf, so he's going to banish the Branded Whites in our hand. Oh, that reminds me, this was supposed to come in the end phase. So anyways, moving on. Send Garura for a draw because we need cards to discard. Draw into a second copy of Dark Ruler no more, but it's fine. I do believe we don't need to do anything. He can't really summon his Vanquish Soul cards, I believe. Oh no, he can just special summon one. Okay, cool. Moving on. Add Brand Fusion, no Ash. My opponent does activate Izuna, chaining Lupus to Reborn from grave. And then we send Albaz and Shiren here, going to the Lubellion, and then Lubellion 1, Shiren 2. Opponent here is going to go Lupus chaining 3, overlays into the Valon, basically the Book of Moon. And then when we fusion summon, I decide to put back Shiren and the Aluba, going to Queritus because I want to clear up his board. And then we put back Dark Magician. No, we banish. Yeah, we shuffle back Albaz and Lubellion, going to Albion, new chain Albion, banish Albaz, sorry, not Albaz, Dark Magician and the Serenia, which goes straight into Dragoon, which is non-targetable and cannot be destroyed by card effects. On res, my opponent does go Valon to flip Queritus. We just chain Queritus there, make the monsters 0 attack. Enter battlefield. No, actually, first we go Dragoon, getting rid of a monster, cool. And then we summon the Bestial Lubellion. Unfortunately, with Bestial Lubellion, both our spells, the Regained and Lost, are in graveyard, so nothing there, but at least the fusion is in grave. Then here we enter battle phase, so we just attack, clear up his board, and then when we destroy Valon, it does trigger, so he's going to destroy the Queritus, but this won't trigger it. So main phase 2, attempt to go to end phase. Here my opponent is going to activate Snow Devil, so we're going to take 1000 damage, and he will special summon Raisin here will searches for Heavy Borger, and then Heavy Borger bounce back Raisin to summon itself. Nothing to do here, and here I choose not to use Grand Gugno effect. I say, you know what, it's fine, we're not going to trigger it here. Borger show Mad Love to draws into Holly Sue, pretty good draw for him. He then activates Holly Sue, okay, revealing, and then Holly Sue reveal Fire and Dark to summon Jiao Long from the deck. And then he'll go, okay, he doesn't do anything. End phase we go Cartesia to add to hand, to which our opponent will chain Jiaolong, reveal a fire to change Dragoon to defense. So yeah, that's pretty good for him. This doesn't target as well. Yeah, doesn't target. High Spirits as well to add to hand, so at least we have cards to discard for Dragoon. Albion effect here. Now with Albion, we can only set the branded in red. We do play ad libitum, but ad libitum is not in the graveyard here, so yeah, we do have interruptions here. Is basically Dragoon, Grand Gogno, branded in red, where we can target the Albaz. So yeah, those are our disruption. Draw phase, he draws, I think he drew Jocko. No. Yeah. He drew Holisu. Okay, cool. Draw phase, Heavy Borger, reveal, draw into another copy of Heavy Borger. Main phase, normal on Raisin here, search for Caesar. So here, yeah, I kind of forgot about the fact that he can still access one specific Xyz monsters, which I forgot most Vanquish Soul K9 decks are playing right now. But yeah, let's see what happens here. Link off into the rock, and then I think he goes rock effect to add back. With this resolves, we don't do anything. And then field spell effect, target Holisu to search for Jiaolong. Jiaolong, reveal 2 fires to search. So here he will search for another copy of Jiaolong. Okay, and then Jiaolong attempt to summon. Then go Caesar to summon. I decide not to see Dragoon this, because I was a bit afraid he will use Holisu to take, so I didn't want that to happen. So Caesar is there. Then on summon, I decide to trigger. Yeah, he forgot that I had a trigger, so I just trigger Grand Gogno, Chainlink 1, and then Caesar. No, okay, summon Quem, and then Quem effect to Foolish Burial. Opponent goes Chainlink to Caesar to pop a card on the field. We then chain Brandon Red, because yeah, we gotta use it now. Target Albaz, and then we banish Albaz and Rebellion. Going to Albion, opponent ends up popping the Quem with Caesar. We Foolish Burial. What did we Foolish? We send? No, we didn't send yet. Foolish Burial, branded in High Spirits, and then we then fusion summon away Albion. Resolve Albion fusion, banish the Shrouded and Guru, going to Merjade. And now here we go, Merjade attempting to banish, to which our opponent will chain Borger, target the Caesar. That's fine. I just wanted to... Did we use it? No. Banish the Holisu, but unfortunately my opponent did draw another copy of Holisu, so yeah. Here he then overlays into Ripper. I decide to go Dragoon, negate this. Cool. Boost Dragoon to 4000 attack, even though it's in defense. Charcoal effect here now will summon 2 level 5s. Holisu, so yeah, he reveals he already has one in hand, so summon itself. 3 level 5s, and then he overlays into Arc Rebellion Xyz Dragon. This monster, if you guys don't know, basically he can detach material, gain attack equal to the total original attack of all monsters on the field. Okay, and then if this dark Xyz monster has a dark Xyz monster material, you can also negate. Okay, cool. The whole point is it gains attack. This card gained over 11,000 attack, and unfortunately I did summon my monster in attack position, so yeah, this was 100% game. That's game. I have no way to stop this. Quiritus is in the graveyard, so yeah, that is game. So we do end up losing game number 1. Unfortunately, completely forgot about that Xyz. So we go to game number 2. Game number 2, you'll see we open Quem, Serenia, High Spirits, D-Barrier, and opening D-Barrier. Yeah, pretty good. Stop them from accessing the Xyz monsters. Opponent Milano opens Jiaolong, Jocko, Vanquish Soul, Lupus, and Dr. Madlab. So in draw phase, we start with High Spirits, send Serenia, Titan, search for Albion. And you know this play, it's going to put the Retribution, so we have the access to the Brand Fusion. Main phase, yeah, Albion. Do its thing, draw into Mercuria. And then Retribution here, add back the Brand Fusion. Then before that, we normal summon Quem, send the Cartesia, then activate Brand Fusion, send Albaz Rebellion into Albion, Chainlink 1 Albion, Chainlink 2 the Quem, target the Cartesia, reborn it, and then here we fusion summon, banish Albaz and Serenia into the Rebellion, discard the opening, so there's that protection in the graveyard. Resolve, bring out Merge. I put everything defense because of that Xyz monster, but yeah, even though I have D-Barrier, you never know, in case this doesn't resolve. Summon Bestial Rebellion to place Branded Lost, set the D-Barrier, go to end phase. End phase we have Albion, setting the Branded Banishment, and then we also have the Titanic Lad here with Titan. I decide to add Albaz to hand, cool. Then we pass turn, opponent draws Heavy Borger for turn. In standby phase I decide to use Banishment, cool. And then here we bring out the Lad, and then we trigger Lost here. search for just another copy of Mercury, just in case, okay? And then main phase, opponent normal summons Mad Love effect. So we chain the lad, and then my opponent then goes the Mad Love effect, I think, to return. Yeah, I think the return effect here. Wait, he shows one dark. Yeah, oh no, to make the monster lose attack. So we chain the lad, and then I then chain the D barrier, just calling Xyz, so that the lad doesn't negate our D barrier. Opponent then goes the Mad Love effect, I think, revealing. Yeah, no, sorry. So what happened was they actually was normal summon effect, chain D barrier. Okay, now he's using the other effect here to what's its name, to reduce. We negate, and now Jiaolong effect is triggering. So here lad is going to negate this. Here I was a little bit confused. So yeah, just in the chat, so you see I was just a bit confused how I used all three. Cool. Anyways, opponent activates the field spell. Then we chain the Cartesia fusion away into the Chaos Star Source to pop the field spell so it doesn't get a search. JUHU effect here, to which we'll chain Mercuria so it doesn't get 2 level 5 bodies here. Gotta stop that. And then he goes Lupus effect, cool. And then in battle phase, he attempts to end a battle phase. Declare an attack on Quem. I chain Mirror Jade. Send Albion, banish that. Chain the Quem on Resolution to reborn a Mercuria for monster negate. Main phase 2, opponent goes the Heavy Borger, bounce back Mad Love. Heavy Borger reveal. Here he will draw, and then he draws into draw. And yeah, passes there. So now we go to game number 3. Sorry, did I say pass? I mean scoop there. Game number 3 now. You'll see we don't open pretty good. We open Albaz, Magician, Retribution, Dark Rune no more, and Cartesia. Opponent opens Ash, Jiaolong, 2 copies of Jiaolong, JUHU, and D-Barrier. So yeah, JUHU is pretty good here because if he didn't have this was a dead hand completely. Even though he had D-Barrier and Ash Blossom, but yeah. Summon both. JUHU here will search for Lantern. Then overlay into the Jiaolong effect. Search for, yeah, that's crazy. Could search for Horizon because it's 2 fires. Into Ripper. Ripper effect here will search for the Case for K9. And then Case for K9, search for Zuna. Then go Lantern, reborn to level 5s. Lantern, search for the quick play spell. Overlay, going to Nash Knight, and then this he's basically going to bring out the C104. Normal summon Raisin. Yeah, so normal summon Raisin, search for Holly Sue. Link off into Rock, add back, Raisin, and then he'll set the D barrier, X forced release, and pass turn. So yeah, this is what he draws. We draw for turn, we draw fusion deployment. So yeah, it is looking a bit rough for us. But main phase start with Dark Rune no more. You can see Dark Rune no more is a very strong card this format here. And then fusion deployment. Here I decide to summon Albaz because I want to pitch the Retribution. So Albaz effect here. Opponent does have the quick play spell, which we know. So yeah, this is going to get destroyed. So that doesn't resolve. We then normal summon Cartesia effect. Opponent changed the Werewolf and then ends up banishing the Albaz from our hand. Fusion away into Grand Gugno, and then Grand Gugno effect here, to which our opponent will chain D barrier. And I must say that is GG's for us because yeah, he's just going to have too much follow up. We're going to have nothing. So yeah. And he has Ash Blossom basically to deal with Grand Gugno. So yeah, we just scoop there. And yeah, Milano ends up winning this duel. But yeah, this was a pretty fun duel, especially against K9 Vanquish Soul the first time. So yeah, I really did enjoy this. Pretty good, pretty insightful here. Yeah, in this duel we kind of opened pretty bad. I wanted to play Dragoon. Dragoon was fun. I'm telling you, Dragoon, I have fun playing Dragoon. So I'm going to just have fun with that. But yeah, Dark Rune no more. As you can see, Dark Rune no more is a crazy card to play this format. Okay, sure, they may not take damage, but all you need to do is build up your board, banish the main cards, slow them down. That's all you need to do. And also remember guys, if you survive, be careful of that Xyz monster, Dark Arc Rebellion Dragon. Yeah, do be very careful of that. So put everything in defense as well. Kind of forgot about that Xyz, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this duel. If you did, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers guys.